Guys, welcome to tonight's show. Sorry that I couldn't get this video out yesterday. The battery for the camera actually died, and I was working all day today. Unfortunately, so this video is about 24 hours too late. But I don't want to disappoint you guys. I want to keep doing the videos and keep covering, football that's been going on. So last night I watched the Liverpool and Real Madrid game, and I'm just going to give you an insight into that. But first of all, some of the results on Tuesday were astonishing. I mean, who would have thought Bayern Munich would beat Roma 7-1 at the Olimpico? Certainly we could fully believe that Bayern Munich would go and win there. But 7-1, that's incredible, unprecedented. It's not too dissimilar from when Manchester United beat them. Was it 8-1 or 8-0? It was one of the two of them. It was incredible. But I think that was at Old Trafford. But still, 7-1's incredible. Roma are no slouches. They're probably the second best team in Italy after Juventus. But Juventus as well, they had a poor result. They lost 1-0 against Olympiacos, who are doing very well so far. They're top of the group at the moment, I think with 3 wins out of 3. So they're doing very, very well. And Shakhtar Donetsk got a tremendous win against Bate Borisov. It was 7-0 in the end. And Bate Borisov are a team that have done a solid job in the Champions League. They've been in it for about 3 or 4 seasons now, and they've always done quite well. So that was a big coup for Shakhtar. Luis Adriano got 5 goals as well. He was terrific. Manchester City had a very disappointing result. They were 2-0 up away to CSKA Moscow in Russia, and instead of closing it out, they drew 2-2. Maybe a lesson to be learnt there. Manchester City still learning in Europe, certainly. But the game that we're obviously going to cover is the Liverpool and Real Madrid game. Now, Liverpool started the game reasonably well, even right at the very start. Right at the kick-off, Henderson puts in a challenge on Cristiano Ronaldo just to kind of let him know he's there. And I liked that. I liked the kind of Liverpool were kind of getting about them. And they to be fair to say, they probably controlled the first 20 minutes. But Real Madrid defended really, really well. Just when you kind of thought that Liverpool maybe have a moment, there would be Marcelo, who was sensational last night, or Pepe, or Varane. They would always be stopping them, and the Real Madrid were very, very good last night from every kind of angle. There was a chance early on that Ronaldo hit straight at Mignolet, but that was kind of a warning there for Liverpool, but given that man space, and they would pay for that. Gerrard had an effort from 25 yards. It was well saved by Iker Casillas. It was a kind of typical kind of Gerrard effort, and it was a good save by Casillas, had to be said. Liverpool, though, were shell-shocked. It was a terrific ball through by James Rodriguez with the left foot, kind of clipped it through with his left foot into the path of Ronaldo. An undescribably good finish. It was a really good finish. Hits it first time, he kind of just off the kind of instep, and just guides it past Mignolet. Absolutely no chance for him. Terrific goal, and Real Madrid took the lead, and they didn't really look back from there. It was almost 2-0. Ronaldo came close to making it 2. But like I said, Madrid defended really, really well. The Liverpool didn't get a thing. Then Real Madrid got a second goal. Joe Allen had a chance to clear the ball, and he didn't take it. It was a very poor attempt, and Real Madrid had about 6 or 7 players all queuing up to do something. The ball would eventually break to Kroos on the edge of the box, who played a lovely ball into the path of Benzema. Now, Glenn Johnson's had a look 3-4 times there to see where Benzema is, and he's still not got touch tight to him. And Benzema with a brilliant looping header over the top of Mignolet makes it 2-0. And it really looks game over from here, and it was game over. Liverpool just were never going to get back in the game. With Mario Balotelli being as kind of as much of an enigma as ever, as he could also close down Kroos and made it a bit more difficult for him to cross the ball. But without the ball, there's always a question about Balotelli's work rate. Then it was 3-0. Liverpool couldn't clear the lines from a corner kick. They were all over the place, from Mignolet to the defence, and it was a tap in for Benzema. Simple goal, and that was 3-0 to Real. And this wasn't even half time. And when you were looking at it like this, you were thinking maybe this could be another Bayern and Roma situation. But fortunately for Liverpool, it wasn't. There was a good chance carved out just before, a couple of chances Liverpool carved out just before the kind of whistle went. Balotelli found Joe Allen, and he had a shot that kind of went just wide. But that, and then Coutinho had a good effort from 25 yards where he hit the post. That was kind of a rare, really good moment for Liverpool, where if they got a goal there, then they could maybe made it a bit more respectable. So that was the first half. Real Madrid were very good value for their lead, defended well, and they took their chances. Liverpool didn't really get too many chances. Ronaldo was denied by Mignolet again right at the beginning of the second half. Raheem Sterling had an effort tipped over by Casillas. Liverpool took off Jordan Henderson and Coutinho, which was a surprise at the time, but I believe that Brendan was thinking about the league game and kind of thought that the game was lost. And Emre Can and oh, who else came on? Emre Can and Lallana came on for Balotelli at half time. Balotelli was involved in yet more controversy that Brendan Rodgers didn't know until Jeff Shreves told him at the end of the game. Mario Balotelli switched shirts with Benzema at half time, and that'll be something that the Liverpool fans and Brendan certainly will not be happy to see. And I've not found out how Brendan's dealt with that, but that'll be interesting to find out. It'll be interesting to fly the wall with that conversation. Mario Balotelli certainly doesn't need to draw attention to himself after some very, very poor performances, and I think he's only got one goal so far. They're definitely missing Daniel Sturridge. They're missing him so much. They don't look like a team that can play one up front. Liverpool, with the way they play, need to play two up front. But defensively, well, actually, this is kind of a topic for another video. I can do a whole video on the issues with Liverpool at the moment, and I think that's what exactly I'm going to do. So yeah, I mean, they took off Henderson and Coutinho, who was some of their better players. Moreno as well was tremendous as always, very, very good. Was always kind of running at the Real defence, always looking for the ball, and he defended well as well. And yeah, between him, Henderson and Coutinho, they were probably the best players. And I think that they took off Henderson and Coutinho because they were obviously thinking about the next league game and basically giving up on the game as far as I was kind of concerned. Real Madrid worked kind of narrow opening kind of late on. It kind of fizzled out in the second half as Benzema and Rodriguez worked together, and James Rodriguez pulled the shot wide. Should have really done better with it. And then another nearly moment for Liverpool, which was a very kind of nearly kind of night. It was very appropriate that he had another nearly moment. But yeah, all in all, Real Madrid very good value for the win and fully deserved. Liverpool didn't deserve anything, and they got nothing. They did start the game quite well. The second half, yeah, they did play a bit better than Real did, but I think Real were thinking ahead to the El Clasico because they made changes themselves with Ronaldo and Kroos coming off. Ronaldo came off just a few minutes after the hour mark, so they were thinking about the El Clasico, which is, of course, is completely understandable. Now, I'll be doing a video on the El Clasico. I'll be watching that on Saturday, and there will be a video to follow. Obviously, it might not get published till Sunday, but there will be a video of the El Clasico, so that's a nice treat for you guys. This channel's not just going to be about English Premiership football or British football. There will be plenty more content, and there will also be videos on two football teams. I think I've already given away one of them. One will be Liverpool, and I'm not going to give away the other one. I've been avoiding doing a video on the other one, but it's come a time where I'm going to have to speak about it, and I'm going to have to give my 2 cents. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you kind of subscribe, follow me on Twitter, any kind of questions, any kind of videos you'd like to see, if you'd like me to kind of talk about your club in particular. Even if I don't know exactly what's going on, I can do the research, and you know, generally I kind of have a rough idea. Like if there's any Newcastle fans out there, or Rangers fans, or even Celtic fans, you know, that are kind of not happy with the situation with Ronnie Dealey, know anything at all, I'll talk about it on the channel, and I'll give my honest opinion, because that's what it's all about. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and we shall have a video, maybe another video tomorrow, who knows.